So recently in our membership chat on Tuesdays, I understand that you've been having a good conversation on the Nativity.
Yeah. So we've been, it's when Christmas comes, it's busy, right? It's really hard sometimes to like enter into a feast. I find I really struggle with that. So we thought it'd be cool to like pause a minute and to look individually at each kind of key character in the Nativity event, and to contemplate the qualities, the characteristics, things that we can emulate here and now. And it was a really good conversation, and it really did make me think a little deeper about the incarnation, about the sacrifice made from each person who took part in it. So I thought it'd be neat, Cynthia, just to ask you, because we'll start with the obvious one, which is Mary, Theotokos.
That's always a good place to start.
It's a good place to start.
The obvious one.
Yeah. Yeah, you can really go deep on the others too, but I just thought it'd be interesting to ask you, right now in your life, what characteristic of Mary seems to speak to you most during this season?
I would say trust. Like, God is leading you in a place and you're uncertain about it, and it might be painful at times, and I guess trusting that He's leading you in a direction that's going to be, beautiful, rewarding, like all good things, especially when it feels in the moment like bad things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's so profound, because you think about like her yes involved a lot of uncertainty of things that could go really wrong. I mean, she could have been,
and it was such a
executed for that.
Oh yeah, as a stigma back then. The judgmentalism on what people thought happened and why she was pregnant, and she could have been killed. Yeah,
we did talk about, some other people talked about that as well, like that trust, that yes, even when the unfolding, you could see a lot of potentially dangerous things in a yes like that.
Oh yeah. And her initial response was not, "Oh no, Lord, not me."
Yeah.
Right? Like Cynthia Damascus would say.
Yeah.
But it was
no, thank you.
But it was more like, it was beautiful.
Yeah. Let it be to me according to thy word. That's a really profound one. Trust, right? And trying to have a yes in whatever circumstance I'm in, and to really give even thanks for the opportunity to live it out.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's challenging.
How about you?
That's a good one. This year I was, what really struck me this year was, thinking the example of the Theotokos, that she had to empty herself of her will, completely empty herself to make room for Christ to be born in her for the healing of the world. Right? That's an incredible act of love on her part, that selflessness. Yeah. And it did make me think, never to that degree. I mean, that's like the highest of callings, but like in a small way, there are still invitations to me to empty myself of my will and make room for Christ to be born in me for the healing of those around me. And to see that kind of selflessness as an act of love, but also to recognize the things that take up space, that don't make room for Christ to be born in me in that way, and to be kind of vigilant and aware of the things that tend to, the distractions, the thoughts, my own will, my own expectations that can kind of get in the way of that miracle happening in me, and of me being able to participate in that miracle in some way.
Yeah, I think that's something good for all of us to think about, and we hope you think about it also. And If you have anything you want to share, just reach out and let us know, because we're all so different. And I think that this is a question that we can all answer a little bit differently depending on our life situation right now. So we pray that you meditate on this, pray about it, and that you're having a blessed nativity. And we'll catch you next time.
Bye-bye.